Attention on deck. Major WortzNall here. Several days ago, I did a video on being a coward. And I thought it was fairly consistent with my frame of mind at the time. And it was my hope that folks out there, old as I am, living alone, would understand my point. But this morning, I had breakfast with a very good friend. And this was the point that was made. I looked at it, Major, 4 different times, and I didn't understand what you were trying to tell me. That concerned me, and maybe it concerns you also. This was my point. I am sick and tired of burying my friends. And I'm not talking about my peer group. Yes, certainly some of them are passing away, some of them serenely, some of them in great pain. But the great pain I'm feeling is for those out there that I have known and worked with who are dying or are already dead. And they're way too young to be suffering like that. Well, why is that happening? Why are they dying? Well, the point of my channel is to identify those different stratagems, those different preventative measures that you can take to live and die happy, healthy, and fulfilled. Now, when I get up in the morning, I stretch out, I look out the window, and I go, it's great to be alive. Now, I'm coming up on 31 days since I started this channel. And I told you I would be the guinea pig for everything that I'm suggesting to you. I've got my benchmark data, weight, blood pressure, attitude, and I've now got 31 days of solid data showing what's taken place. Have I improved? Have the different stratagems I have they had a positive effect on me? And all those different categories I mentioned. And I'll tell you this, and this comes directly from my heart. Everything that I've recommended, and in association with my medical professional team that I've outlined in the past and will definitely outline in the future, show you that simple dietary change can alleviate so many of these different day-to-day problems that we have that are causing friends, old and young, to die way too young. The key is diet. If you can't understand that something as simple as the ketogenic way of a lifestyle where you zero out sugar in all its forms, where you increase the ingestion of meats, bacon, butter, all those things that set up the ketosis within you by limiting insulin production that over a period of time slowly kills you. When I went to my doctor, and I'm certain possibly when you go to your doctor, I lie. I want my doctor to think that I'm just great. Unless I've got a broken bone or something else that is obvious on the outside, I would often not share to him or with him what's going on the inside. I want to give the impression that I'm healthy. Now, he can run all the tests in the world, and as long as I stay within certain parameters, then there's no problem. But what if I don't tell him that I do sometimes have pain in my chest or in my arm or a sudden loss of feeling in my arm or my leg? If I don't mention these things, he's not going to make a recommendation. He's not going to consider an alternative to what I'm doing. If I come limping into his office, he'll say something like, "Oh, what did you do to your leg?" And I'll say, nothing. I was chasing my dog, and I tripped in a gopher hole. Oh, well, okay. But what if I say, "I don't know, Doc. It's just an awful lot of pain." Initially, the idea is to prescribe something that will take care of the pain. So he's taking care of a symptom without delving in and finding if it's something more of a permanent nature, or even something that can be helped. If it's knee pain, if it's hip pain, and he recommends, well, we'll take an x-ray. And the x-ray shows that there is some degeneration. The thought might be, well, let's send you off and have somebody in orthopedics take a look at it. Now, I don't know about you, but there are some orthopedic surgeons whose stock in trade is doing surgeries. Now, granted, the first time you go in, he may say, "Well, it looks to me like you have some bone-on-bone issues. What did your doctor tell you?" "Well, he gave me some pain medication." "Okay. Did he recommend anything else?" "Well, yeah, he recommended that I lose some weight." "Well, that might work." "Well, why don't you come back in about 6 months and let's take another look at it?" "Okay, fine, Doc. We'll do that." So I go away. Do I improve my health by losing the weight that both doctors indicated might be a solution? Usually, often, the answer is no, because we half-heartedly go about taking care of probably one of the key reasons I have knee pain or hip pain. It's because I'm overweight. And I'm not going to see them again for 6 months. I go back in, same question. Arn, how are you feeling? Well, actually, I feel pretty good, except this knee pain. Well, how's the medication doing? Well, when my knees hurt, I take it and they stop hurting. Well, that's good. Do you want to go back and see the orthopedic surgeon again? Well, certainly, if you think that'll help. And the vicious cycle starts. If I can't take to heart that the problem is my dietary lifestyle, I'm working myself up to the possibility of increased drugs for pain and possibly an unneeded surgery to fix an issue that diet early on could have taken care of. I know that I can't convince anyone out there to do anything that they just don't want to. But my job as your guinea pig is to take those different possibilities to help you live longer and healthier and happier and fulfilled by showing you how it can be done. Now, in the next video that I do, I'm going to lay out the benchmarks on day one. What my weight was, what my blood pressure was, what my daily aches and pains were and how they affected my ability to get out and do the things I know I'd like to do. And I'm going to match them up with the current data. Because I'm being as honest as a heart attack. Well, I don't want the heart attack, but I'm being as honest as I can with you. And I'll include in the write-up on this video key findings by those people I put on my medical professional team. Dr. Barry, medical doctor, Dr. Bird, doctor of chiropractic, Dr. Mandel, doctor of chiropractic. Maybe a short clip from the Mayo Clinic on the possibility of cartilage regeneration. But more importantly, the silver thread that runs through all of them comes down to one key issue, and that's diet. Now, why the ketogenic diet? One, I love meat, and it's good for you. Two, doing without sugar, I can do that. I love chocolate donuts. I really love chocolate donuts. But if that's not going to help me live longer and healthier, then I guess chocolate donuts are going to be out, along with all those other sugars. I'm going to do the best I can to eliminate the spiking of my insulin. I'm going to stop the fruit juices. I'm going to stop the cereals, the rice, the pasta. I love pasta. But you have to be willing to make those changes if you really want to live healthy and happy and a long time. We had a visitor last week who, to be honest, from everything you can see, he was in great pain. Things were not going well for him. And in fact, his health was deteriorating at a rapid pace. And he's just retired. What's causing this change? What's causing this drop in his physical ability? Well, if you talk to him, he's chalking it up to old age. I'm chalking it up to poor dietary lifestyle. Because when you talk to him and you talk to others and you show them as clearly as you can through all the medical studies that are currently being accepted, not necessarily by big pharma, too much money there, not necessarily by the government, too embedded in a lost 5 decades of you got to do this, you have to eat that, you're going to do this, you've got to limit that. Or all of those folks on TV who are pushing a product or pushing a lifestyle that they don't even take part in. That's not helpful. So, the big rollout on 31 days of my ketogenic lifestyle change, my 2 weeks into the Wim Hof method of changing my interior system so that it's more in tune with increasing my ability to fend off disease. We'll see how that comes out. Now, I'm being as open as I can with you. And I hope that over the next few videos or even the next few months, you'll see the benefit of what I'm recommending. Because once again, you're going to be able to witness the change in me, both physically and hopefully mentally. Now, if what I've said in some previous videos strike a chord, consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that little bell next to it. And most of all, give me a like, because everybody likes a like once in a while. This is Major WortzNall, out.